All right. Looks like the Hangout is on air. Awesome. Oh, hold on, guys. I don't know where Becca is, so I'm kind of trying to figure out what is my life right now. Okay. Hey, every guys, and welcome to Hooping Live. My name is Audrey, also known as Audrey on the hooping community, or in the hooping realm of YouTube. So this is Hooping Live. Our show is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We pretty much talk about hooping, hoop dance, and everything. Oh, shush. I hate when that happens. And everything to do with hooping. So if you are new to the show and or are not a hooper and are saying to yourself, what's going on right now? Then just be patient and you will soon know. We're going to do some demos. I am accompanied today by Bryant Dang, who wave hello, darling dearest.
Hi.
So I will let him talk in a second to kind of give an update about kind of who he is. He has been a longtime viewer of the show and created our logo, and so now he's a part of the Hooping Live panel, which is growing and fluctuates throughout time. So if you're a longtime viewer of the show, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, then keep viewing the show as every Monday goes by, and you will know. But I will go ahead and do a quick demo so you guys can see what's going on, and then introduce you to Bryant. So if you guys want to grab your hoops, get something to drink, some tea, some wine, whatever floats your boat. I was going to say suits your boat, suits your float. I don't know. Get something nice to drink, grab yourself your hoop, and think of some cool comments, questions, maybe something that you've been working on in your own hoop practice that you need some help with. Maybe Bryant and I can help you through that stuff. If you just have something you want to put out there, just a comment, then go ahead and feel free to comment down below, just like you would on any YouTube video, and we'll answer your questions and comments live on air tonight. But tonight's show, I just want to let you guys know, I'm seeing a lot of you guys are starting to roll in, is going to be shorter because I just got back home from flying internationally. And for those of you who have ever flown international, you know that it is a pain, especially going through customs. Bryant and I were just talking about customs. Oh, Lord, customs. No, thank you. So I'll go ahead and do a quick demo, and then I'll hand it over to Bryant. And I'll apologize again. I promise you, hopefully by next week, I will have my space set up and you won't see so many boxes. I've actually gotten a lot of stuff done. I know it doesn't look like it, but I do. So, you know, bear with me. I'll move this up a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit. All right. Okay, so if you guys saw anything I did in that demo that you would like to learn yourself, and by the way, this is like a frilly bra, so I don't think you're seeing anything exciting. It's kind of like a bathing suit I'm wearing underneath this shirt, because it's kind of like one of those Lucy shirts, so I'm wearing a little bralette. I just realized when I bent down that you could see it, but I I don't know why I'm explaining myself right now. If you guys are hoopers and you know what a bralette is, I don't know why I need to explain that to you. Oh, Audrey. I've been traveling, so please excuse my inability to make a lot of sense today. I get a free pass. But anyway, yeah, if you see something you want to learn or whatever in that demo, just let me know, and I'll try to teach you to the best of my ability. We are going to be starting a cool hashtag on Instagram and Facebook where if you guys are trying to learn something and don't know really how to explain it, you can leave us video, comments or whatever to try to show us better so we can figure things out, because I know in the past couple shows we've had some difficulties trying to teach people things because of the wording, because I know wording can be very fickle with hooping. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Bryant. Bryant, do you want to give a little kind of history on how long you've been hooping and do a demo?
All right. So my name is Bryant, and I have been hooping for almost about more than a year. I mean, I've been hooping for about a year now, more than a year. I think it's been a year already. But anyways, I started my hoop journey when I was in Thailand, started my freshman year in high school. So yeah, so I started something new, and it's awesome. And I'm so glad I discovered hooping. And I've been like a long time fan of hoopingLIVE. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And because Audrey was like so beautiful in that video, so like, oh my gosh, I want to be just like her. Anyway, so I've been a long time fan of hoopingLIVE, and I recently moved back to California because I lived in Thailand for about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, and there were no hoopers there. So I'm kind of like a cyber hooper, online hooping. Yeah. And now I'm going to show you guys a cool demo. Woo!
Yeah, kind of what Bryant said about the cyber hoop. I was kind of the same thing. So we can talk about that when he gets done with his demo. So go ahead, babe.
Right.
You are such a beautiful hooper. I love it. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. That was wonderful, Bryant. Thank you. So you're a great performer. I am excited the next time we talk about performing because Bryant has done a few performances that I've seen online that are just great. But anywho, so thank you, Bryant. I appreciate it. Looks like Becca is in for the count. So we have Becca here again today. Becca is our kind of initiator, I guess. I like to kind of call her the one that keeps me sane in all of the insanity that can be my life and hoopingLIVE. But anyway, so while you guys are I see some comments already coming in. So the show will end around probably like 9:40, 9:30, depending on how many comments we get. So if you do want to ask something, I would recommend going ahead and putting that in now, if you can, and so we can get through those. But I did want to just open up 2 topics really quick, just to let you guys know some updates. I am kind of going full force into getting hoopingLIVE organized and set up. I've gone through a lot of emails and stuff and have kind of organized everyone into categories. So a lot of you who want to be a part of the hoopingLIVE team and have sent me an email about it will probably be hearing back from me very soon. And if you have not heard about this yet, if you email me at info@hoopinglive.com, I am looking for people to help out with the show creatively, PR, just random little tasks on the YouTube page, and just trying to find some people to help. So if you're interested, again, you can email me at info@hoopinglive.com. And if you go to hoopinglive.com, you can find a little kind of like, I don't know what to call it, but like a resume, not a resume, the thing you fill out when you go to a job, the application, like a little application. And don't take it too seriously, though. I did nix the idea that you have to have at least 2 years of hooping, because I realize that there are so many creative and helpful people that may not even hoop. So even if you don't hoop and you want to be a part of the creative team or whatever, then feel free to send me an email, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. The other thing I want to let you guys know is that if you are interested in any of the hoops that I ever use, Bonnie Brown of Outward Spiral is the woman who makes my hoops. They're incredible quality. She does a lot of the hoops for a lot of the Hooping Live viewers. So if you go to hoopinglive.com and you can use the discount code hoopinglive2015 and get a discount off of Bonnie Brown's hoops. Now, if you have a question about hoops in general, about sizing and what feels right for you, you can email hoops, HOOPS, at hoopinglive.com and get some information about sizing and stuff, but not about tricks, just about kind of the physical creation of the hoop is when you want to email hoops at hoopinglive.com. How many times can I say hoops in one sentence? Let's find out. But anyway, so if you learned something on one of these videos live, please know that you can rewatch all the videos. They are all recorded, and you can go and watch all the old ones too if you want to catch up on anything. So if we teach you something here today and you're like, oh gosh, what if I never see it again? Fear not, for you will be able to see it again. Anywho, so let's get to some of these comments. We have a comment from Vanessa Kerfoot. Hey there, girl. Says, hey, hope everyone is enjoying the start of their new week. Not sure if you will cover this during today's show, but what happened to the show from last week? When I try to access it, YouTube says the video's on private. Thanks and much love. I don't know what happened with that. I know I got flagged for something with the picture I used from the Namakre thing. I got flagged for that, but I didn't think it would take the video down. So I'll look at that and try to see if I can get that back up. I hope I didn't get flagged, because that wouldn't be good. But I will look at that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. And yes, enjoying the start of the new week. Just got back from Canada and feeling good, feeling refreshed. I made a chipmunk friend. I literally had a chipmunk that loved me so much it was like running up and down my arms and like eating peanuts off of my head, and it pretty much made my entire life better. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. We have a comment as well from Steph DeMitch. Says, hello, hope your week has been a happy one. So I'm curious how to do a certain trick. I hope I can describe it better this week. So imagine you have the hoop in front of you and you're doing an isolation, then grab the hoop and take it behind your head. You bend your wrist and keep a hold of the hoop, and when it's behind your head, it is in the same position that it was in front of you. Then bring it back to the front. I really hope that was detailed enough. Haha, fingers crossed. P.S. Looking beautiful as always, Audrey. Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I was feeling a little insecure today, so that makes me feel better. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to have to reread that. Okay. And Rebecca and Brian, if you can read that too and let me know. I think it's a smear the hoop in isolation. Take it behind your head. You bend your wrist, but keep a hold of the hoop when it's behind your head. And it sounds like a smear. Is that what you're hearing? Or Brian, what do you think?
I think it's a smear as well, because it's like an isolation, and then you take it behind your head.
Yeah. I think you're talking about a smear, and if it's not, then just re-comment and let me know. But I'll teach smears really quick. I mean, it's a quick thing to learn. But smears are really great because they are like a really good transitional trick, and something that I use a lot. So what you do, kind of basic things to understand is an isolation. But what a smear is pretty much taking the hoop and bringing it around your body like this. And what you do is you can turn with it, and you can change paces. One thing I will recommend, that if you're spinning the hoop this way, turn this way with it. Try not to turn the opposite way. I mean, you can if you want, but I've always thought that going the same way the hoop's going makes it look a little cleaner, I guess. But anyway, so what you're going to do, one thing a lot of people have problems with is that they put their hands too out like this, too side by side. Bring your hands more, like if this was 6 o'clock, bring it like 5 and like 7 o'clock, I guess. And kind of adjust to the size of your hoop, because that'll give the ability to like make it a little bit more smooth. And so what you're going to do is pretty much take the hoop and let the hoop kind of touch your body and go from the same position to the back, and then you're just curving it around your hips. So it's kind of like you're smearing the hoop around your body. And when you turn, it gives it that kind of cool effect. And you can also do a quick little thing, which looks neat. But what's great about smears is that you can be isolating the hoop and then go into like a standstill smear and then a barrel roll. It's just a really nice transitional trick. You can also do it like kind of like a one-handed one too, or you can do the breaks and paddle smear. So there's a lot of really cool things to do with that. Brecken Rivera is known for doing some really awesome smear moves. So hopefully that was the right thing. Brian, did you have anything you wanted to add to that, or?
Nah, I think you explained it pretty well.
Okay, cool. Well, then let us move forward. Oh, good. Let's see. Karis M. If I pronounce any of y'all's names wrong, please do not get upset with me. I do it all the time. I am a little bit dyslexic, if you guys haven't noticed, so just bear with me. Hey guys, I've been working with elbow breaks and going in and out of vertical hooping. I was wondering if you had any tips and tricks on those things. Love y'all. Well, we love you too. And hold on, I've been working with elbow breaks and going in and out or vertical hooping. I'm a little confused on that. Brian, do you get that?
I actually don't know. In and out. Maybe it's those like things where people, kind of like on their shoulder or something.
Maybe.
Or,
I was thinking doing like stuff like this, maybe.
yeah.
Working with elbow breaks and going in and out or vertical hooping. Okay, well, I don't know what you meant by the breaks. I'll try to show something, but what she's talking about, the elbow breaks, are breaking the hoop. Gosh, I do not like this hoop at all. Breaking the hoops with your elbows. I'm assuming, or maybe she's bringing her arm all the way down. So the breaks is pretty much stopping the hoop in its path, and you can do elbow breaks like that. Those are kind of more like elbow breaks and paddles. I don't do a lot of that, but if that's what you're talking about, bringing it in and out, I'm thinking about stuff like that. Maybe not. So just if you can clarify that a little better. And when we get this Instagram hashtag up, it'll be so much easier for questions like that. So I apologize if that's confusing. But some stuff on vertical hooping, you said, or vertical hooping. So vertical hooping, I mean, I don't know if you're just trying to figure out like some cool stuff to do with it, but with vertical hooping, you can, God, this is a horrible hoop for this. You can do the knee breaks. You can kind of come out of the hoop like this and almost, I can't really do it with this hoop, but stall the hoop. I like to try to stand as or as vertical as possible and hoop so it looks a little bit more clean. This is kind of a harder hoop to do it with, but I'm kind of starting to confuse myself. I think that's what you meant. Bryant, do you have anything you can add to that?
To vertical hooping, kind of not really. I'm not really good at vertical hooping, but you know, like especially vertical chest hooping, not really good at that. Like, you know, but I can do it pretty well, but not like, you know, standing in one spot. So I'm not really experienced.
Right. Yeah, it can be tough, especially if you have a small hoop.
Yeah.
So our next comment is from Steph DeMitch. Oh my gosh, when we have that Instagram thing, it's going to be so much easier for questions like this. It's just so hard for people to explain things through text. And I've actually never had this much of a problem with it. I think that more people are asking about tricks, though, more so than they usually do. So, yes. So Steph DeMitch says, loved your demo, Bryant. The trick I was describing, you do, but more to the side and behind you. Also, did you two hoop for the blood moon eclipse? It was a very spiritual experience. Well, I did not hoop for it. I was spending a lot of time outside, though, and really connecting with me, which can be scary sometimes. But so I was able to kind of connect with it, but not through hoop dance. I actually didn't have a hoop during that moon time. But I did. I had a hoop. I just didn't want to use it. I wanted to spend more time with myself, like with no phone, no objects to distract me. I want to just kind of be with the. I don't know. I sound crazy, but anyway, the trick I was describing, you do, but more to the side and behind you. Bryant?
I don't know. Let me see. The one that I do to the side, but more behind you. Is it? All right. I'm just gonna go.
And I had a.
Let me just see if I can see
Okay.
what I do. I think. Let me see.
Well, you do that. So we'll try to get that. Yeah, so Steph also said it's not a smear. You hold onto the hoop with one hand. Bryant did it, but to one side in his demo. I don't know what it is. Right, you look. Oh, you know what it is?
Yeah. It might be. I think it's your universal weave. I think. Or, you know, your weave. You
Yeah,
taught me.
yeah.
It's where you like do a weave and then you do this. Well, yeah, I see that you like this.
Yes, that has. I'm sure that's what it is. If not, then I'm gonna feel crazy. Yeah, you can do that beautifully.
All right, so you want me to explain it?
Yeah, go for it.
So basically, it's not necessarily like full-on Audrey's universal weave. I kind of tweaked it a bit because I like tweaking things. So basically, in her video, it's basically a reverse weave, but when you so if your right hand and you go this, and once you get to your left side, you want to turn, and then kind of so when you turn to the other side, here, you turn to the other side, you want to push out, and so when you turn to this side, at this moment you want to so your body's turning, you would turn, and after that you take the hoop, you bring it back down. It's kind of like a little whip, and after that, I just combined it with the isolation. So when my back is like this, I kind of extend it a little bit and bend my back forward and do a little isolation, then I go back again. Kind of like that. So one more time. So here, it's this and this. So you can go and watch one of Audrey's old videos called The Universal Weave, and it's a really cool move. I love using it. And it's a really good move, and I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, the universal weave.
Okay, well, I hope that was too. But yeah, I'll post the universal weave video on the hoopingLIVE Facebook page. Go ahead and give that a like, by the way, if you haven't already, guys. But that was a good way of describing it. That was perfect. hopefully that was it. If it wasn't, then maybe try and give us more hints, and we'll try to get there. But yeah, so thank you, Bryant. Our next comment is from Killa Kafoy. Says, hello, I'm Daniel that commented on your Facebook account from Australia. We are having lunch. It's 11 a.m. on Tuesday. We are for the first time watching, and we are shocked what you both can do with hoops. Amazing. P.S. We love your accent. Keep it up. I think I can show you. I didn't know we had an accent. I always thought my voice was kind of annoying, but you know. Well, welcome to the show. Glad that you enjoy Bright and I's hooping. Yes, we love to do it. But and thank you for watching from Australia. That's super cool. So okay, cool. So kind of in the terms of online stuff, I wanted to talk about how Bryant was saying earlier on the show that he was kind of a more like cyber hooper kind of thing, because that's the reason why I started hooping live, and I've said this a couple times before, but when I started hooping, it was still kind of, it was popular, but it was still kind of under the ground or under the web, sort of, and it was hard to meet other hoopers. It wasn't as common as it is today. And I wanted Hooping Live to be a place where if someone's in the middle of Kansas, like I was, and wasn't around hoopers, they'd be able to feel like they are connected to hoopers, because I think it is such an important thing to be around hoopers and to be connected to them. I mean, that's what I give most of my credit to, is being with hoopers. So I highly suggest doing that as much as you can, and being open to the newcomer and, you know, the experts and all that good stuff. Bryant, what's your experience like being kind of more of a online hooper and not being around a lot of physical hoopers?
Well, it kind of gave me more room to, like, I don't know, it's kind of like, well, for one reason, it made me feel special, kind of, because I was the only hooper in my school. But then again, it kind of made me feel kind of alone. But then, you know, there were so many resources online that taught me how to hoop dance. And since, you know, there's so many resources online, you know, and not a lot of people are telling me what to do, I got a chance to kind of, like, I don't know, like, mold everything in my own way. Like, I don't need to, like, I didn't have, like, a person to, in real life, to, like, teach me physically, you know, like, live, from front to front. But, you know, it kind of helped me, you know, interpret, like, words and my resources, you know. And it kind of helped me, you know, think outside the box. You know, and maybe, like, instead of, like, doing, like, put your hand here and all that, I just kind of had to go with the flow and go what I had to do. And I guess being an online-based hooper is really fun because, you know, it was hard to make the Hooping Live shows because, you know, school, but, you know, time difference. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how hooping's become very kind of online-ish, and I think that'll be really cool once Hooping Live will really take off, and we'll be able to make it feel more like a community and less like a I want it to be more than just a show you watch every week. I want it to be something more like physical. I want you guys to feel like you're really, really there. So I'm doing the best I can. And of course, if you guys ever have any suggestions, comments, concerns, whatever, you can also email me at info@hoopinglive.com, and I am glad to read y'all's ideas because you guys are so smart and give the best feedback. So please do that if you can. So the next comment is from Zion Zeta. It says, hi Audrey, you look beautiful tonight. I love your lipstick too. What brand is it? Well, I have it right here. It is Tarte. I love Tarte. It's kind of, it stays very long, which is great. It's one of the Amazonian clay. And this is a lip tint, LipSurgence lip tint, and it's in Classy. So, let's see. That's not working very well. The color is called Classy, and it's just a really pretty red color. And what's nice about it is it can be really deep, or you can kind of smear it out and make it look more like a pink. So it just kind of depends on how heavy you want to take the color. But I love it. I think it's a really great color, and I use it a lot. And since it's a tint, it stays longer, which is great because I'm so active all the time and talking a lot, as you guys know, that I typically can't keep a manicure or a lipstick on very long. So, or my hair. It's just I'm like kind of all over the place. But anyway, I think that we're gonna make that the last comment for tonight, because I did say I wanted to end the show a little bit earlier. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know once again that our show is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time, and I will be checking the email this week and emailing a bunch of you guys back about being a part of the team. Like I said, if you haven't done that yet and you want to, feel free to email me at info@hoopinglive.com. If you have questions, concerns, or want to order a beautiful hoop, you can email Bonnie Brown or I at hoops, HOOPS, at hoopinglive.com. Use the discount code hoopinglive2015, and you'll be good to go. Be sure to like us. We are all over social media. We have our Facebook, YouTube, etc., etc. So like us. And then we're also going to be rocking the Instagram soon. God, I sound lame. So be sure to give us a like on that, and we will try to get that up and going to the best of our ability. And also, if you just go to hoopinglive.com, you can find all the appropriate links. And we'll be adding information about Becca and Bryant on there soon, so you guys can read more about their bio and kind of who they are and their involvement with Hooping Live. This really helps me talk, apparently. Brian, did you want to go ahead and just give them your links and whatnot?
All right, so you can find me at YouTube, and my name is simple, Bryant, and then a capital D, then a period. And my Instagram is Brilliant Bryant, but there's only one L in Brilliant. And my DeviantArt, I have one of those, and it is uneventful, but the second E in uneventful is replaced with an X, you know, to make it sound Tumblr-ish. Even though I don't have a Tumblr, so, you know.
Awesome sauce. Well, thank you, Bryant. So, yes, and a huge thank you to Becca, even though she's kind of in the dark back there. Oh, maybe I didn't make her... I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. And until then, happy hooping, be well. Feel free to continue to comment on this video or comment to each other to keep the conversation going. We always try to come back and get the videos kind of, the chats re-going in it. So, yeah, feel free to do so. And like I said, if you missed the show earlier, it is recorded and you can re-watch it, as well as all the older videos whenever you feel. So, yes, see you guys next week, Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. Bye!